more than I do.
And we should be live at this point. So we're starting the meeting at 7:30. 30 minutes late because we did have a closed meeting prior where we reviewed some potential contracts. No decisions were made.
No, just general discussion. Okay, the first thing we have, approval of the minutes from last meeting. We reviewed those and we approved those. Signed.
Did you want to vote?
Yeah. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from
Second.
Monday, February 9th.
And then moving on to new business, we have Friends of Murray Powell 2026 contract.
That's not what mine says.
What's that?
Discuss building project.
No, that was the.
That was
Oh,
the
that
last
was
one, yeah.
I apologize. So
Keeping
today I prepared, did I do this today?
Mhm.
This is the exact same contract as last year with the Friends. It's for $60,000. No changes at all.
I have to scan those, so that's.
Just scanning, so I'm not gonna staple them.
Sounds good. So
The Friends meet, they have a tentative date of May the 14th. And I was hoping to have this so they can sign on the 14th.
okay.
We probably won't give them any money until June or July.
So it'll be like we did last year.
This we don't need a motion on. Sorry, in the budget, right?
Yep,
You
it's
still
in
need
the
a motion?
budget.
Okay.
Yeah, still need a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 contract, same as last year. For
60.
Friends of Murray Powell.
I'll second it.
I will say the park looks pretty good down there. It's already in it.
Yeah.
And the concrete and everything we're doing.
We're just waiting on the brick paver guys, because we got another section of pavers to put down. The restrooms are practically done.
So I want one copy of this one.
Oh, I got the other half of it here. I
We got.
split the.
It should be 3.
Oh,
We got this all.
that was me.
I'm sorry, guys. I should have stapled those together for you.
Sorry.
You're
I've got that one.
There's
That one's
part of
done.
it. Is this one.
That's a whole one.
Here's one.
Great.
Yep. Okay, now we're on to the new business proposal. Earl C. Rogers Associates.
So
Buy both those or separate? You want this? Sanders, the other one,
you
Associates.
can just dump them together.
That's what I thought on that.
Yeah.
Both these proposals.
So these are the two items that we discussed earlier, just so you'd be familiar with what we're doing here. So we're inching forward with possibly building a building. Is that the best way to say it? Nothing's decided, but that's the direction that we're going. And one of the first steps is to have some drawings, some concepts, so we know if that fits our needs or doesn't fit our needs. So we have a proposal from Sanders and Associates, an architectural firm, to start that process. And then if we continue on down the road, we would use Earl Rogers and Associates as the construction manager advisor. And then those two work in tandem to get quotes and develop a project. So at a minimum right now is that we need to go forward with Sanders and Associates. So we got something to work with.
I agree.
And then if we don't like those proposals, if it's not what we think fits us, we can stop the project and not spend a whole lot of money at this point.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion to go forward with Sanders and Associates, to get some drawings going and see what they can come up with for us.
I second that too with Earl C. Rogers as the engineering advisor, if it makes it down that far.
All right. I'll report back.
Sounds good, thank you. The next thing we have is Vermilion Trails
Vermilion
Alliance.
Trails.
Every night. I don't know who it is.
Uh,
This time, every night. Someone does
I met with Les Zimmerman this morning on Vermilion Trails, and this is the work that he and
like
I
it.
did together today,
Pretty good.
which makes not a whole lot of sense, but it did to me at the time. So they received a grant. This is to deal with a trail coming from the Montezuma Bridge over into Hillsdale, and they received a grant. Don't hold me to any of this. I think 1.1 million, no more than 1.2 million, to continue that trail towards Alta.
Okay.
So south of Hillsdale there,
Uh-huh.
where there's a public crossing to
Crossing.
cross the railroad. That grant's 4 years old, and they're under a time frame. They've received an extension. Maybe they can get one more extension, but they have to cross the Little Raccoon Creek that flows from the railroad Hillsdale area into the Wabash.
Yep.
And depending on it's the type of creek that may have almost no water to where it's swollen when you have big rain in the fields, it's that type of deal. So they have to build a bridge across that creek. And they had a bridge designed, engineered, priced, ready to go. And I may get the wrong entity. The DNR is involved. Fish and Game, which is federal, is involved on this property.
U.S. Wildlife Service.
And they said no. They weren't happy with the bridge design. And it needs to be, I'm giving you the short story,
Yep.
higher and longer.
Okay.
So they've had to get it re-engineered, higher and longer. They have to get a crane to set this bridge. It doesn't, and they got to get a flagger on the railroad, an employee of the railroad. So if the crane topples over in the process, they can stop the train. And I mean, it's a production, which comes with a price tag.
Yeah.
And over 4 years, the cost of steel and labor has increased, not went down.
Quadrupled.
And so they may be short in the big picture a small amount of cash. No one really knows yet today.
Okay.
So Les was asking, and the township has put money towards
And,
the trails previously, if we would be in a position to help with that. I suggested that he go to a couple other entities, such as to see if there's money available through economic development with the county. And maybe we could do some kind of a matching conversation where they put up some money and we put up some money rather than just
all lump sum.
all lump from one organization. He thought that was a good idea, and he's going to look into that more. So I don't have a request today. It may not even be a request this year. Maybe it's something we deal at budget time. But
Are they looking at doing that this year then, or are they looking?
yes.
Okay.
Sounds like grant's gonna expire.
I know. That's what, but
But there's all kinds of stuff involved,
caveats, yeah.
and it may have to get delayed until. It's not just the bridge. There's more trail building to do also. And then there's going to be a trailhead with some parking spaces. One of them has to be solid surface for ADA. Maybe a little small park type thing. There in the Alta corner. And I suggested that's where we would be interested in funding. That sits in our township, something visible,
Yep.
and we can get a plaque or something. I think you're looking $40,000 to $60,000 commitment from the township. And so my question today is that just something that we want to not sign up on? Is it something you're interested in pursuing if we're needed? That's the question, you know what I mean? It's just,
What do we have in the budget for that line item?
for this year, our line item is $10,000, which
So
is
to transfer some.
yes, but we have 95,000 in community services that's not obligated to, unless we move that towards a building project. Originally, I think Les was wanting us to say something now, and then after I talked it through and we discussed it, it seems like it's not.
As urgent.
Sounds like
They don't need the check tomorrow,
Yeah.
so to speak. We've got time to.
Sounds like it's a drop in the bucket anyway.
But are
It's
we-
not gonna solidify the project for them.
But it might be enough to finish.
Yeah.
So they can pay the
Yeah,
engineering
I'm with you.
firm
I'm
off.
with you.
I don't have any money, sorry, I don't have any problem putting the money. I don't have any money.
I don't have any money either.
No, as far as I don't have any problem with the money, I just want to kind of see how much.
Their original bridge was 103 foot long, and it was going to cost 300,000. 300,000 is getting it delivered on a truck. That's not installing it.
What's the bridge made of? Curious.
Steel.
Okay.
And the new bridge,
How wide is it?
Prefabbed and they set
at
it in
least 10
place.
foot wide. The new bridge is going to have a concrete floor and a steel truss bridge. So, and it now has to be 160 foot long.
Ooh, 60 more feet. Okay.
So now it's at 500,000 or more instead of 300,000 or more. And then it's going to take another, if I look at this right, another 540 to 620 to install it, to get a crane set and all the things that goes with it.
That's minus,
That's right out the million.
yeah, that's minus everything else.
Yeah, the additional
So,
Sure.
trail
Everything.
over there and the
Literally
parking.
everything.
so I mean, they're not short a giant amount of money, and they may find some cost savings that they're still trying to explore.
Yeah.
But they're going to be right down to the wire on funding. We may be needed, or somebody may be needed to kick in a little.
I think it's a good idea. If he can get some contribution from other entities, and we do a match, I wouldn't be opposed to that. And I would be interested in. I don't know how you feel about it, but I would be more so interested in funding the play area,
The trailhead.
trailhead area. So
Yeah, I'm not opposed to any of that. Just, I'd really like to see more of a known amount, how much they need before we pony up. to
So
what we
yeah,
have.
so I think we have a little time, and what I suggested is it may be something that we just deal with at budget time and budget it properly for next year.
I think so.
Unless their time frame changes, then we got to do something
Reconvene
more.
prior to that, that's fine.
So we really don't need a vote, just a
Kind of something going forward on it.
yeah.
It was just discussion.
I think I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I get a little farther down the
I
process.
think what we're gonna find is we don't know where, currently we receive some
Certified.
certified shares, which I think this year is around 70 grand in my head.
Yeah.
And so let's say last year was 60. It's been growing every year. And that is from the county income tax. That could happen. It's possible that's going to be gone in another year or two. And we will have to become more conservative if we can't replace that.
Yeah.
If the county has the option of replacing that, but they got a lot of other things they got, to deal with also. So we don't know what the council may or may not do.
Yeah.
So I don't. there may be a time when we're at to tighten our belt a little bit on that. And if we do, we do.
Okay, we're down to miscellaneous discussion. Anything?
I don't have anything else.
How's the food pantry going? Because we have new people taking it over and
So
going good.
last week, we actually let the pantry dwindle down, for lack of a better word. Some things that the clients always, oh my gosh, we gotta have more sugar. It's like, we're just gonna not have sugar for a while. And other things have went, and it was getting to the point where we did have some bare spots in the shelves that was growing bigger. And so Lindsay Bishop went last week, and I don't know how much she spent.
I don't either.
But it was quite a list I gave her. And she got everything on the list from Save a Lot.
Good.
And I put it all away. And it looks really good back there.
Good.
And I'm hopeful we won't need anything until, what's this?
April, end of April. So
We might be able to hang on
July.
till, we might need a small amount of stuff. But it could be July before we have to send her shopping again.
That's good then.
Because typically we slow down in the summer.
How's the mower folks doing? Any issues with anything?
We did send them a letter on when to start mowing. They did mow sooner than the letter told them to do. And I did explain to them, well, you may just have to skip a mowing because we weren't ready to go yet. And
Shouldn't be an issue midsummer.
they should draw their first pay May the 2nd, right?
May the 9th, I think, yeah.
They have to get their hours in
Yeah,
around May the
yeah.
2nd.
Okay.
But they're already mowing.
It's growing fast right now.
And in all fairness to them, it grew quicker,
this
earlier
year's early.
than we had
Yes,
planned.
I agree.
One of the things that makes me think of that, and I'm drawing a blank on the name of the cemetery over here.
Higby.
No,
Bales.
Bales.
Mm-hmm.
We drove through there just to look at it the other night, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And in the very, what would be the very back of the cemetery, the very west edge, there are a pile of stones. I don't recall being able to read any of them, but they've broken off. There's might be 3, 4, 5, somewhere like that.
I'll have to go look at it. I don't recall that previously.
So almost dead center, north to south, and as far up the hill as you can go. There were several. So anyway, I don't know
I'll go
if
look
there
at
was a
it.
story. I didn't full of them.
I mean, we had all them re-glued and reset this past year.
We spent probably the better part of an hour and a half, maybe. Had a little history lesson for Hudson.
Good.
Took the kids and looked at all the stones, and anyway, we discovered that, and that was something that I was trying to remember. I almost called you, but anyway, there were 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many there were, but they're stacked neatly. I assumed that they maybe
Could have been there before. I'm not saying they weren't.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't know if we were doing anything with those, or maybe they didn't have names on them. We didn't know where they went.
I'll look into it and report back. We put the new wooden fence at Dinsmore, Trowbridge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand some tree limbs fell and broke some boards. I can fix that
Of course
myself.
they did.
I can take care of that.
Okay.
That's why we didn't do any wire on that fence.
Yeah.
It's just wood. It shouldn't be too hard. I shouldn't have to hire someone to do that.
Any other miscellaneous discussion?
Nope.
We have a motion to end the meeting.
Make a motion to
7:50.
7:50 to adjourn.
Second. Meeting adjourned. Kevin, you can stop the recording.
Thank